Hello, welcome to East India Company, part 2. That means today we are going to read the second part of the East India Company lesson. Hello, once again, I am Muhammad Alam, lecturer of English, Police Lens School and College, Rangpur, with you. Now, let's go to the main topic. Foothold in India. See also, establishment of English trade in Bengal, 1600 to 1700. Red Dragon fought the Portuguese at the Battle of Soali in 1612 and made several voyages to the East Indies. The Emperor Jahangir, investing a courtier with a robe of honor, watched by Sir Thomas Roe, English ambassador to the court of Jahangir at Agra from 1615 to 1618 and others. Main text. This is the main text. English traders frequently engaged in hostilities with their Dutch and Portuguese counterparts in the Indian Ocean. The company achieved a major victory over the Portuguese in the Battle of Soali in 1612 at Subali in Surat. The company decided to explore the feasibility of gaining a territorial foothold in mainland India with official sanction from both Britain and the Mughal Empire, and requested that the Crown launch a diplomatic mission. Foothold in India. In 1612, James I instructed Sir Thomas Roe to visit the Mughal Emperor Nuruddin Salim Jahangir, or 1605 to 1627, to arrange for a commercial treaty that would give the company exclusive rights to reside and establish factories in Surat and other areas. In return, the company offered to provide the emperor with goods and rarities from the European market. This mission was highly successful, and Jahangir sent a letter to James through Sir Thomas Roe. Foothold in India. Upon which assurance of your royal love, I have given my general command to all the kingdoms and ports of my dominions to receive all the merchants of the English nation as the subjects of my friend, that in what place soever they choose to live, they may have free liberty without any restraint, and what port whatsoever they shall arrive, that neither Portugal nor any other shall dare to molest their quiet. And in what city soever they shall have residence, I have commanded all my governors and captains to give them freedom answerable to their own desires, to sell, to buy, and to transport into their country at their pleasure. For confirmation of our love and friendship, I desire your majesty to command your merchants to bring in their ships of all sorts of rarities and rich goods fit for my palace, and that you be pleased to send me your royal letters by every opportunity, that I may rejoice in your health and prosperous affairs, that our friendship may be interchanged and eternal. Nuruddin Salim Jahangir, letters to James I. Expansion. Expansion means expansion of the East India Company. The company, which benefited from the imperial patronage, soon expanded its commercial trading operations. It eclipsed the Portuguese Estado da India, which had established bases in Goa, Chittagong, and Bombay. Portugal later ceded Bombay to England as part of the dowry of Catherine of Barganja on her marriage to King Charles II. The East India Company also launched a joint attack with the Dutch United East India Company, United East India Company, or VOC, on Portuguese and Spanish ships off the coast of China, which helped secure Easi, East India Company, ports in China. The company established trading posts in Surat 1619, Madras 1639, Bombay 1668, and Calcutta 1690. By 1647, the company had 23 factories, each under the command of a factor or master merchant and governor, and 90 employees. Citation needed. That means we need more citation for this information. In India, the major factories became the walled forts of Fort William in Bengal, Fort St. George in Madras, and Bombay Castle. Expansion. In 1634, the Mughal Emperor Jahangir extended his hospitality to the English traders to the region of Bengal. And in 1707, Bengali completely waived customs duties for their trade. The company's mainstay businesses were by then cotton, silk, indigo, dye, saltpetre, and tea. The Dutch were aggressive competitors and had meanwhile expanded their monopoly of the spice trade in the Straits of Malacca by ousting the Portuguese in 1640 to 1641. With reduced Portuguese and Spanish influence in the region, the EIC and VOC East India Company and Dutch East India Company entered a period of intense competition, resulting in the Anglo-Dutch Wars of the 17th and 18th centuries. Expansion. Within the first 2 decades of the 17th century, the Dutch East India Company, or Verenigde Ostindische Company (VOC), was the wealthiest commercial operation in the world with 50,000 employees worldwide and a private fleet of 200 ships. It specialized in the spice trade and gave its shareholders 40% annual dividend. The East India Company was fiercely competitive with the Dutch and French throughout the 17th and 18th centuries over spices from the Spice Islands. Spices at the time could only be found on these islands, such as pepper, ginger, nutmeg, cloves, and cinnamon, and they could bring profits as high as 400% from one voyage. Expansion. The tension was so high between the Dutch and the British East Indies trading companies that it escalated into at least 4 Anglo-Dutch wars between them. 1652 to 1654, 1655 to 1667, 1672 to 1674, and 1780 to 1784. The Dutch company maintained that profit must support the cost of ore, which came from trade which produced profit. Competition arose in 1635 when Charles I granted a trading license to Sir William Curtin, which permitted the rival Curtin Association to trade with the East at any location in which the EIC or East India Company had no presence. Expansion. In an act aimed at strengthening the power of the East India Company or EIC, King Charles II granted the EIC in a series of 5 acts around 1670 the rights to autonomous territorial acquisitions, to mint money, to command fortresses and troops and form alliances, to make war and peace, and to exercise both civil and criminal jurisdiction over the acquired areas. In 1689, a Mughal fleet commanded by Sidi Yaqub attacked Bombay. After a year of resistance, the EIC surrendered in 1690, and the company sent envoys to Aurangzeb's camp to plead for a pardon. The company's envoys had to prostrate themselves before the emperor, pay a large indemnity, and promise better behavior in the future. The emperor withdrew his troops, and the company subsequently re-established itself in Bombay and set up a new base in Calcutta. Slavery, 1621 to 1757. Edit. Edit means I have taken this text from encyclopedia, and if you want to edit this, you have to go to the main page of encyclopedia and you will be able to edit this. The East India Company's own archives suggest that its involvement in the slave trade began in 1684 when Captain Robert Knox was tasked with purchasing 250 slaves from Madagascar to be transported to St. Helena. However, according to the Encyclopedia Britannica, it was the early 1620s when the East India Company began transporting slave labor to and using it in its facilities across Asia or Asia and the Atlantic. Allen in 2050 suggests that it was 1621. Once again, I repeat, Allen 2015 suggests that it was 1621. Japan edit. This means, so I would like to repeat, I have taken this lesson from the main page of Wikipedia. If you want to edit this page, you should go to the main page of Wikipedia. Document with the original vermilion seal of Tokugawa Ieyasu, granting trade privileges in Japan to the East India Company in 1613. In 1613, during the rule of Tokugawa Hidetada of the Tokugawa shogunate, the British ship Clove, under the command of Captain John S. Saris, was the first British ship to call on Japan. Saris was the chief factor of the Easi's East India Company's trading post in Java, and with the assistance of William Adams, a British sailor who had arrived in Japan in 1600, he was able to gain permission from the ruler to establish a commercial house in Hirado on the Japanese island of Kyushu. Japan edit. We give free license to the subjects of the King of Great Britain, Sir Thomas Smythe, Governor and Company of the East Indian Merchants and Adventurers forever, safely come into any of our ports of our Empire of Japan with their ships and merchandise without any hindrance to them or their goods, and to abide, buy, sell, and barter according to their own manner with all nations, to tarry here as long as they think good, and to depart at their pleasure. However, unable to obtain Japanese raw silk for import to China, and with the trading area reduced to Hirado and Nagasaki from 1616 onwards, the company closed its factory in 1623. Thank you very much. http Wikipedia en.wikipedia.org/wiki/Winside East India Company. That means I have taken these texts from the free Wikipedia, and if you like to read the main text, you should go to the main page and read it. Okay, thank you very much.